Hey, welcome to episode 71 of Not Enough Thumbs. Today we are going to review the TV series Monk that was on air from 2002 to 2009. There's 124 hilarious episodes.
It's a lot of episodes.
It is a lot of episodes. But it was good.
Who's our sponsor?
Oh, yeah. Our sponsor is...
Miwa Googie.
Okay, so Monk...
I gotta say, this guy played an OCD guy that's afraid of what he called nature. He played his part really, really well. Just somebody who's afraid of germs.
Yeah, he was OCD. Diagnosed with OCD.
Diagnosed with OCD, what does that mean? We'll gather around.
Has an assistant to help him. That's another woman. And he went through, he had a total of two assistants.
What is a woman?
And the first assistant he had was very boobalicious. She was.
Yeah, I guess she was.
She was all about her boobs hanging out.
It's because they've got these incredible boobs to fill it out.
Coast accent, a thick New York accent.
Yeah.
The other one, I can't remember their names anymore. The other one did not. But they did have different personalities.
They did.
And I think there was some crossover, right? When he transitioned from one assistant to the other?
No, I don't think there was, actually.
Oh, they did just kind of switch on us?
I think, yeah. Well, so yeah, you knew when she was leaving. So it was Sharona was the name of the boobalicious one. She and her son decided that she needed to move on with her son, and that Monk was causing her to be crazy.
and both assistants deeply cared for him.
Yes.
Despite him
in kind of a
annoyance.
Fatherly sort of way, not in a relationship way.
Yep.
And then Natalie was the replacement. She came in and she was kind of, I would say, opposite type of personality as Sharona was. Sharona was kind of more of the ditzy blonde kind of persona. She got the job done and she was smart in some areas, but she kind of portrayed herself as more of the ditzy blonde.
Neither of them took any crap though.
They both stood their ground with him.
Yeah.
Natalie was more of the level-headed, more of the, why are you acting like this? You don't need to do this.
And she had a kid too.
She did have a kid too, yeah. So different personalities, and both ended up working out with Monk in a way, but still kind of butted heads in a way too. So
he was working with the police department, but now he was not working as an employee. He was more of a consultant because he was with that department, and then after having lost his wife, and that's what the whole series is about. He's trying to figure out. He's trying to solve the murder of his wife.
Right. And so he's solving all these other little cases in the meantime, trying to get to...
And they're always having to go to him to help solve these cases.
Because he's a genius.
And he wasn't able to, after he lost his wife, he just wasn't able to be on the force anymore.
Right.
But he was good friends with everybody over there. So there was a lot of good chemistry between, his old coworkers and his assistants, obviously. And he had a way about solving the cases it's fun to watch.
It was.
It's fun to watch him get around the dirty earth.
To tiptoe around the dirty earth. Yeah, and he had a very particular way of setting up his house, and he couldn't stand any changes to it, and it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny and still kind of fun to watch the investigations that he did and him figure out the cases.
Could not be without his wife.
Yeah, he had to have his wife.
It does, reach that climax at the end where he finally solves the case, and they closed it out pretty well. I can't remember how many seasons this ended up being. It was, it was 124 episodes.
Yeah. And they did do a movie. I didn't realize
they did a movie?
Yes, we're gonna have to watch that.
Oh,
I just saw it pop up. Mr. Monk's Last Case, a Monk movie.
2023.
So that came out in 2023. So we're gonna have to watch that as the follow-up to this.
That's quite a bit after the series
Yeah.
ended.
So we'll have to let you know what we think about that one now that we know it exists.
So we had brought this one up before. Yeah, the series ended in 2009.
Yeah.
We brought this up before. There's not a lot of series that I really invested myself in, but this one and Psych Psych.
Yeah, I
it's
would
a
have
good
loved
one.
for this one to go on a little longer. I think it could have. I think that they could have continued the story a little more. Where a lot of them, like Dexter, it needed to end and not them rehashing what should have stopped. But this one, I could have seen continue on. I think they could have continued it and done a really great job.
The writers did a good job. They knew how to tell a good story.
Yeah, and that's rare these days. Let's be honest.
And they cast it really well.
They did. He was perfect for the part.
Yeah.
He played it very, very well.
Tony Shalhoub. I think he was actually the guy in Men in Black that had multiple heads. Remember they blasted his head off and
oh, really?
he grew another head. I
didn't realize that was him.
I think that was him.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oh, you're right. Yes. I do know that now. Yes, that's
good
right.
stuff. If you haven't ever watched this series,
it's very good. If you like kind of investigation type movies.
And we were on that kind of kick for a little while.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And it's good for even some of your younger kids too and teenagers.
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
All right, so give it a try, Monk, this TV series. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.